All right. What's up, everybody? My people in Manhattan, the Bronx, Queens, all that Staten Island, my homeborough, Brooklyn. Back at another video. This is gonna be a video on I'm gonna call this video is Damian Lillard a superstar? Okay. I know that's been debating amongst NBA fans and media alike for years. It flared up again last year when Dame in the bubble. Down the stretch of the season, Dame went wild. He had 61 points, 50 points, 40 points, 30, blah blah blah. He got to the Lakers in the playoffs. We all know Charles Barkley, his dumbass said that I'm just I'll fuck with Chuck. I like Charles Barkley, but he said the Blazers would sweep the Lakers, and then the Blazers end up getting blown out in five. Blown out in five. But that question always flares up. And Stephen A. Smith the other day was talking about how he apologized to Dame Lillard for not talking about him much, talking about him enough, and he's a superstar and blah blah blah. Stephen A. throws that word superstar around a little bit too much. Now, in my criteria, for you to be a superstar, to me, you have to be one box office, which Damian Lillard is. I like Damian Lillard. He's a great player. He's gonna be a first ballot Hall of Famer. No one's debating that, and he is fun to watch. Okay, but then the other criteria, you have to win in the postseason. You have to win something, an MVP, a scoring title, a championship. Like the great Walt Frazier said, my favorite Nick ever. The regular season is where you make your name. The playoffs is where you make your fame. Now, Dame Lillard has done that to a degree, but he hasn't won a championship. Okay? Dame Lillard came into prominence. He came in the league in the 2012-13 season and was the rookie of the year. It would have been Anthony Davis, but AD got hurt. The next year, he led the Blazers to a 54-28 record. They were fifth in the West. And, of course, this is the iconic shot he hit over the Rockets in Game 6. And the Blazers win the series for the first time in 14 years. They hadn't won a series in 14 years since they went to the conference finals in 2000 and lost to Shaq and Kobe. Okay, so to a degree, he did kind of make his fame in the postseason because this is how everybody knows. This is like the first time everybody knew about Dame Lillard. Now, I knew about him a little bit because I'm an NBA fan, but this is where he kind of blew up, kind of outside of, the hard-nosed, became known outside of hardcore basketball nuts. Okay, then the next season they went 51-31 and lost to the Grizzlies in the first round. They got blown out in five. And then the next year they went 44-38. They decreased in wins. They won a round against the Clippers in 6, but then proceeded to get blown out by the Warriors in 5. Then the next year they got swept by the Warriors, and then the next year they got swept by the Pelicans. And a lot of people, in that year 2017-18, a lot of people, Dame was in the MVP race. That year was LeBron. It was LeBron, Harden, and AD, and Dame Lillard found himself into the MVP conversation. They went 49-33. They were third in the West that year. They played the Pelicans without Boogie, and they swept them. AD dogged them, man. AD and Drew Holiday and Rondo put the cuffs on Dame and McCollum. So every time, so Dame's definitely made his fame in the playoffs in that iconic shot against the Rockets, but he can't. That's all he can do. Like I say, after that iconic shot against the Rockets, they got blown out by the Spurs, blown out by the Grizzlies, and when he loses, he's getting blown out. A gentleman's sweep in 5 or getting swept. Got swept in back-to-back years against the Warriors and Pelicans, and most people thought that you should have beat the Pelicans. I did too. I thought they were going to beat the Pelicans. I didn't think they were going to sweep them. I thought it was going to go at least 6 or 7, but y'all got swept. Like, come on, man. Then the next year, they went 53-29. Dame played out of his mind again. We all know what happened. He hit this shot to beat the Thunder. In 5 in Portland, over Paul George, and he waved bye-bye because, the previous game, they were mocking him with the Dame time thing. So he waved bye-bye to the Thunder. And then, of course, they beat the Nuggets in 7 and then proceeded to get swept again by the Golden State Warriors. Dame can win. His showing he can lead a team to a playoff series victory, but he can't lead them to a championship. Dame was talking all that shit with Paul George and Pat Bev, talking about, I sent you packing last year, and which is true, but Dame, you got sent packing worse. You got swept. Granted, you gentlemen swept Paul George, but then you got swept by Steph. And people like Stephen A. and other people in the NBA media say Dame Lillard is a superstar. He's a superstar. And now the question is Dame Lillard a superstar? To me, no. He's box office. He's won playoff series, but he has no MVPs. He has no championships. I'm sorry, he's never even got to the finals. At least James Harden, James Harden, of course, James Harden doesn't have a championship, but at least he got an MVP, got to the conference finals twice. Even Russell Westbrook got to the conference finals. And now people say, oh, that's when he had KD. Well, Russell Westbrook won an MVP. And Steph Curry, let's not even go there. Steph Curry. Steph Curry is the greatest shooter ever. He's won 3 championships and 2 league MVPs. So let's not even go there. So, in my opinion, Dame is not a superstar. Look, he played great last year. Was the bubble MVP. I understand why they gave it to him over Devin Booker, even though the Suns went 8-0 in the bubble. But, the Suns had a bad record last year. This year they're going to make the playoffs. I already did a video on that. Check it out on my channel. But, again, I like Damian Lillard, but to me, he's not a superstar. And that's just my opinion. Of course, last year during the bubble, they finished that season 35-39 and got blown out in 5 by the Lakers. So Dame gets to the playoffs, he may win a series or two, but then he gets swept or gentleman swept. So I can't call him a superstar just according to my criteria. But yeah, again, like Dame Lillard, first ballot Hall of Famer, but I don't think he's gonna win a championship. And you know what? I think Dame's okay with that. Of course, Dame is only like 29, 30 years old, so he's still kind of in his prime. So he still has a chance. Of course, he said he doesn't want to join no super team, which is great. Good for him. But I don't think Dame's going to win a championship. And I think as he gets older, he's going to realize that as well. So that's just me. But you like this video, comment down below. Click the like button, subscribe, help a young brother grow on YouTube, man. Shout out to Dame Lillard, all right? See you all.